For more on bin Salman's visit, Aziz Ghashian, a researcher on Saudi foreign policy at Essex University, joins us now live from Colchester in the UK. Thanks so much for speaking to us. Specifically with this visit to France, what does Saudi want? Is it just about business contracts?
No, it's not about just business contracts. I don't think any official visit of this stature will only be exclusively business. Business is certainly on the agenda, but also security will also be on the agenda. And nevertheless, once that is out the way, once they agree on their security understandings, the Crown Prince will then try to convince and try to show not only just to Macron, but to the world that there is a tremendous amount of potential in foreign investment in Saudi Arabia, a lot more than ever in Saudi history.
Okay, so you talk about those common security interests, then address what the broader strategy here really is. I mean, some say Mohammed bin Salman will use these massive business contracts as a leverage to convince Western countries, including France, to ally with Saudi against Iran.
In many ways, they're already allied already. Now, what could be a touchy subject is especially with the French, or especially with the visit to France, what could be a very touchy subject is the nuclear deal. And I think this nuclear deal is very much losing steam. The most important thing for Saudi Arabia is that it has the most powerful actor in the world in the United States, very much trying to convince others that the nuclear deal has been a very bad deal and a very bad deal for Saudi Arabia. So I think it's not going to be, that's potentially a touchy subject, but other than that, they have already had a clear understanding on the security of the region.
Okay. I'd love to talk more about that, but I just have one final question before you go. What about the continuing Saudi-led blockade against Qatar? Mohammed bin Salman would like to see more international support for his position, but Saudi's really not getting that.
No, I think, firstly, the fact that we're calling it a blockade is wrong. It's not a blockade. It's a Saudi boycott. A blockade is very different. And I argue for the followers and the viewers to look up the differences between a blockade and a boycott. If it was a blockade, then there would be nothing entering Qatar. That's just completely wrong. No, there are many things that are entering Qatar, just not through Saudi airspace. And with that, I mean, what Saudi Arabia has to do is, or what Saudi Arabia is doing, is that it's trying to highlight the threat that Qatar faces to Saudi Arabia. Not only just to Saudi Arabia, but it faces to the other four countries that are joining the boycott. And the constant meddling, the support such as groups of the Muslim Brotherhood. In addition, the providing safe havens for wanted terrorists in these countries.
They've run through those reasons from the beginning, though, and haven't gotten anywhere with their Western allies. But I'm sorry, Aziz Ghashian, we're unfortunately out of time. I'd like to thank you so much for sharing your insights on TRT World.